Yeah, my people, what is shell again? No, it don't happen. Buhari don't talk for ED Salah. You know, he don't talk well. And waiting they talk be say the election is a credible, fair election. Waiting go talk now. If na in dey another shoe, you go talk like that. Or if his party he was in a PDP party or LPP or wherever, LUP. He will say that. I hope he's not saying that. Maybe he no be in the talk. So he was just talking nonsense because the guy that can read, he cannot read between the line. My people, it's different to read book and to not acknowledge it. There's a difference for you to be reading book and to know the meaning of what you are reading. You know what I'm saying? So if you can read book and you can't read between the line, that's mean you are reading nonsense. So that is how our gullible leader, this our president, Mahmudu Buhari, that is his focus. That is his sense where he's going. He can read, but he doesn't understand what he's saying, what he's reading. He doesn't understand the book he's reading. They just place the book just like a robot, was reading, but he cannot acquire his own sense. He was just saying that the election is credible and it's a fair election to him. And where was him when they are brutalizing innocent citizen? When they are brutalizing innocent citizens, when they are plugging their eyes, they are stabbing them, they are killing them, they are snatching ballots. Where were our president? Make na hasam but because now he's saying that is the fair and credible. Where is the fair and credible? What is he talking about? Is he understand what he's saying? Is he understand the English that is uttered out of his mouth? Because this man is kind of, I don't know whether he's a human being or he has a human feeling. He doesn't care who dies or who lives. And that is what we are talking about. Because this man is so dense, it's obvious this man is a dense man. It's most dense ever in this world. He's the most dense leader. Is the top dense, mumu. Because you saw your citizen, they are killing each other. You cannot even provide security for them. Not to talk of say you are a military or this and that. You are a guardian, for God's sake, and you are talking rubbish. Say is the credible and fair election from a president mouth. If this man is a PDP or he belong to another party, he will not say so. He will condemn the election. He will condemn. I know that one for sure, because this man is a rigging man. This man is totally a rig. Is a corrupt. Let me just put it that way. He's most corrupt president I ever see in my life. I ever hear. You saw everything that is going on social media, on TV, and every corner, even in your country, in your state. They are brutalizing people. They are governor showing up in the spot, snatching ballot, shooting gun, and you cannot comment on that. It's only you can say is that it's a fair and credible. Where is your English? Who taught you English? Anyway, maybe that is your own category. It's your own level of knowing things. Because I don't know which school did you go. I don't know. I'm talking to Mahmudu Buhari. I'm talking to you. Where did the school that you attended? Because your certificate cannot prove that you are smart or you are just talking like a kid. something that you hear, something that you see, everybody saw it, and you are still saying that it's fair and credible. Where is it fair and credible? Show us your credibility and fairness in this election, of February 25th, 2023. Can you show us the example? Can you show us the evidence that is the most credible and a fair one? Because you are just talking nonsense, just talking jargons with your all your members. You don't know what you are saying. You don't know what you are saying, what your thought is basically on. You are just talking rubbish, jargons all the time, anytime you came up. And we barely seen you outside. You just kept mute. I don't know where you are going, where you what you are doing behind the curtain. What you are doing behind the scene. You will just come out and say garbage talk to the whole more than 200 million people. You think we can consume that? Hell no. We are not a fool. You can fool yourself this time around. You can fool yourself and your family. Not we. We can't take it no more. Because our life depends on it. Our life is on the line. You cannot jeopardize on our life. You cannot play games. All these your idiot games you are playing. All these tactics. We can't do it again. We have wised up. You call yourself a Muslim. You call yourself a imam or whatever. And you are telling lies. Something that you see, you saw it happening. Koro. This is no be say they come and tell you. Everybody saw it on the internet and on the national TV or wherever you may be watching that horrible election. And you are coming out to say it's a fear. What about the life of people that wasted? What about the life of those people that they gunned them down or they stabbed some people? They injured somebody. What are you going to say about that? Anyway, you are not a leader. You are not a good leader. And you are not living by example. You are not living by example. All what you just came there is just to relax and enjoy your time, and your time is over now. You will pack your baggages and go to milk your cow or wherever you will be sucking the cow breast. Go back to your village. We don't need you. You are not a good leader. Your reputation shows everything. Your reputation shows everything. Your legacy is drained. It's just drained on the gutter. You don't have any good legacy. In your own face, they are killing people. They are murdering people. They are kidnapping people. And there's nothing you can do to provide security. You just come and say, hey, everything is fair. What kind of a fairness is this, Yeah. If you don't know how to talk, if you don't know how to the meaning of what you are saying, you just go and rest. You are not worth it to be a leader. Just shame on you. Shame on all of you. Even your caucus, your members, your goons. Your goons. Very corruptive people. Your regime, in fact, is the most corrupt in this planet, on this planet. Rather, is the most corrupt on this planet. I'm about to say that because everybody know what your agenda is. You just want to spoil the whole land, just spoil everything, and you think you can get away with it. The nemesis will catch you up one day. The law of karma will catch you up with your family. Everybody involved in destroying that land. The law of karma is there. It's waiting for you people. It will deal with you. from generation to generation, and you can never escape it. My people, let me play you this video quickly, and so let's play this video. It's from Arise. Okay. And hear how they blast all these people. They call themselves Muslim, they are not practicing Muslim. What they are preaching, they don't practice it. They are just saying nonsense, jargons all the time. These are our so-called leaders, stupid leaders. Let's play it to you, and you hear from Arise TV, Rufai. So welcome back, Rufai. I greet you wherever you are and what time you may be. So I greet you. Welcome back to the show. So continue your program. Never back out. Never back down. Okay. Don't listen to all the outsider that they want to shut your mouth. They can never shut your mouth because you are the son of God. And you are doing the right thing. You are doing the right job. Continue your preaching and continue your job. God will guide us through. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. So thank you, my love, my viewers. Let me just greet you. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. And for those people who have already sleeping, good night. At your location time, I greet you all. So thank you. Enjoy the program with me. This is Timo Starboy Reality Talk TV on YouTube, on Facebook, Timo Starboy Channel Blogs, on Twitter, Timo Oladipupo1. So thank you. Enjoy the program. Let's go. Yeah.
Nigeria's President Mahmudu Buhari has sent deeper remarks to Muslims across the globe.
Talking rubbish.
President Mahmudu Buhari, in his message on Thursday, reflected on the 2023 general election and again reiterated that the exercise was transparent and that his party, the Government All Progressives Congress, lost ground in many states. Well, other prominent Nigerian leaders, including President-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu and the Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi, also congratulated Muslims across the world. Well, Nigeria's former vice president and the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party in the 2023 elections, Atiku Abubakar, in his Salah message, asked Muslims to join efforts towards building a more united Nigeria in light of the recent unfortunate bitter divisions caused by national politics. Well, Atiku added that he is worried about how the outcome of the presidential election has deeply divided Nigeria. Dr. Abati, well, first of all, I'd like to congratulate our viewers. I'd like our Muslim viewers. Happy Eid. Yesterday we took a story of Lai Mohammed, who also talked about the fact that the 2023 election was, free and fair, was peaceful and, the least violent in Nigeria. And here we can hear
all of them be lie. Lie. You don't fool them. I don't know what they are going, to sell to their kids, to their unborn baby, to their new generation to come. Is it how they will be deceiving them and lie to them? Even they are even lie on the oath. So that is not it's not a new. It's not new to them. What they are practicing in their own school is to lie. What they are going to school for is to lie, to rig out election, to rip some people pocket, to stolen mandate. That is what they learn. That is what they learn so far in their own legacy, in their own practicing in their school. Even lawyers, all these lawyers, engineers, they are all a bunch of liars. They are all group of liars, deceivers. God will judge all of you one by one. That is àṣẹ nìyẹn, àṣẹ ti gùn. Ìtọ́ ni kò ní balẹ̀ kó tún padà sẹ́nu. That is it. The saliva, it will not go down and come back to the mouth. So this one I said, for your own generation will suffer it.
President Muhammadu Buhari echoing his thoughts as well. I mean, like you said yesterday, a lot of people would disagree with him, but I often wonder why this is the time to talk about events like that. But also Atiku Abubakar, we've heard that we've not heard from Atiku Abubakar in a long time. And it's refreshing to hear from him and celebrating Muslims in the way that he did. But I think he made a valid point. The elections have divided Nigerians really quickly. Well, two perspectives on the elections depending on what side you're on. And when I heard or read his statement that Alahl Abubakar, I thought perhaps he kept quiet due to Ramadan season. So now that the holy month of Ramadan, they were fasting, so he kept his peace. And now that Ramadan is over, he now feels all right, or feels the need to speak out on the elections and just to coincide with that. This is not the first time the president is saying that this was a free, fair, and credible election, was peaceful, and all the nice things about what an election should look like. However, the obvious, the evidence before us says the contrary. And Alahl Abubakar puts it best in terms of saying that it was divisive. It was very divisive, and we've seen the outplay of it on social media. We've seen more divisions along ethnic and religious lines with regards to how people have come out, individuals being affected, businesses. In fact, people are saying that they will not hire people who are not from their particular ethnic group. That's how divided we are currently. It would be great to understand the metric by which the president has judged these elections to give such a judgment as to how free and fair, or to laud it as being a great cycle. A number of CSOs beg to differ, a number of international observers beg to differ, a number of analysts beg to differ, and a number of Nigerian citizens beg to differ. All right. Well, in the meantime, Nigeria's president-elect Bola Ahmed Tinubu on Thursday announced a 13-member presidential inauguration committee ahead of his inauguration on May 29th. The committee will plan a week-long inauguration event that will usher in Tinubu and his vice president-elect Kashim Shettima as the president and vice president of Nigeria. Well, first on the list is Bayo Onanuga, a spokesman for the Tinubu-Shettima Presidential Campaign Council. He will serve as head of media and publicity. Also on the list is APC's Deputy National Chairman, Senator Abubakar Kyari, who will coordinate and direct the committee's finance and budget, while Colonel Abdulaziz Yaradua, the younger brother of the late President Umaru Musa Yaradua, made the list. He was nominated as the head of security and ceremonial parade. Ceremonial parade, I did see. I don't know if you weren't here when, as that video was circulating on social media where, the military were preparing for the inauguration, but also a lot of comments have been raised with the people that were picked as members. I don't know what your thoughts are. People talked about Bayo Onanuga as well. It's just an inauguration committee.
Yeah. I don't have problems with anybody picking an inauguration committee. This is an inauguration committee. Definitely Bayo Onanuga done a lot of work for them as regards publicity. But I have a lot of problem with most of his very ethnic and vile comments, which is not befitting of a veteran of the struggles in this country. And that's why a lot of people have asked what's changed in Mr. Bayo Onanuga with the kind of words he has said over the years, and now the things he's saying now because of politics. Also, other people on the list, yes, he has a spread across section. I've got nothing with that. Nature abhors a vacuum, there's going to be a transition team and all of that, yes. But please, for the love of mercy, I'd like to comment on a story I commented on. Let us see the truth always in this country. The truth will make you free.
Yes, exactly.
I'm seeing this attempt to push an agenda that this election was free and fair. It was anything short of it. Is it an election where a state broadcaster sponsored an electoral coup with Benani reading a public address of an election that has not been completed, and today NBC has not found them? Is that a free and fair election? An election where only Jennifer's crime in Surulere was because she wanted to vote and she was stabbed in the face, but she still votes with blood dripping? With all the people killed and maimed hurt in Lagos? With all the people killed all over the country? With the videos of people saying, election free and fair with the discrepancy between the IRF result and what is seen on ground? Wasn't it Premium Times that carried the story about Obiakpo in River State?
Fair and fair.
Because I've seen this attempt, and this attempt started
And
after the
fair and fair.
first flawed our elections. I said it's flawed election. So there's a backtrack. Some people even traveled abroad. I'm not saying don't go and put your narrative forward. But tell the truth, because posterity will judge all of us in this country.
Exactly.
If we don't speak up. And the problem with Nigeria is that we've not been speaking up over the years and not saying things the way they are.
You're right.
I think it's CDD or one of this civil society group that said 109 people died 3 months leading up to the election. The wanton destruction of lives and property, the fact that people were baited along ethnic lines, town criers came out in Lagos on election morning saying don't come out to vote. We cannot see all of this and act like it never happened. And the holy month of Ramadan is a month of healing for a lot of us. So please, I would like to ask you, in this month of denial of fasting, what did you learn about the love of God? What did you learn about the love of God for you and for further human beings? Did the love of God, did it trump the love for humanity? Because you say you practice what you preach, but you did anything just to be able to get power. But you forget that you will leave this earth somewhere and everything you acquire, you won't take it anywhere with you.
Those are pertinent questions. Dr. Abati, your thoughts on both stories?
Okay, first, look, the whole point about whether the election was free, fair, and credible, we have seen various reports by various observers, local, regional, and international, and there have been, observations made about how there were irregularities in that election. We've seen newspaper editorials telling the whole world how that was a flawed election that produced the outcome, but with the caveat that Nigeria could even organize elections and do so successfully raises hope about the future of democracy in Africa, given Nigeria's strategic importance. I'm just trying to do a quick summary of what others have said. But it is also, at the same time, as some people have argued, perhaps the most controversial election in recent Nigerian history. And that is why there are already over 400 cases before the tribunals at various levels. That is why even INEC is saying that he's looking for 3 billion for lawyers' fees. Because INEC is joined in almost every of the cases. In fact, lawyers are even saying 3 billion is not enough after we have spent so much money on the same election. That is why even in the presidential election, people are in court.
Yes.
Okay? So, and the presidential election petition tribunal, people are even saying, why has that tribunal not started sitting up till now? So there are issues, there are persons who have grievances, but you can understand where the president is coming from. If the president says, oh, it was free, it was great, and that in fact, he as president even lost in his own state.
Yeah.
And that's evidence that, he was not trying
What's a
to
shame?
influence anything. Don't forget.
What's a shame for our president?
Before, and even after the election, that he wants to leave a legacy
Saying rubbish.
of a successful electoral process. But history will determine whether, President Buhari can add the elections conducted under his watch as part of his legacy. What is clear is that already, people are already saying, look, we still have to do a lot in terms of reforms. As for the greetings to the Muslim Ummah, well, I join you also in saying Eid Mubarak. The one thing that we should note is that the general elections in 2023 coincided with two major religious events: Lent with Christians, Ramadan with Muslims. And this is a very religious country where you find a church or a mosque at every street corner. And yet, during the month of Lent, and yet, during the month of Ramadan, people were snatching ballot boxes.
Exactly.
People were rigging.
Rigging.
Electoral officials were misbehaving.
And they called themselves the man of God.
The most recent, the most brazen, who do his
Very fake people on earth.
In Adamawa State, where a resident electoral commissioner knowingly, willfully,
They are the fake people on earth.
and usurped the functions of a returning officer. And yet, these are the same people. Some of them have been to Jerusalem. Some of them have gone to Mecca. They go for Umrah at every time. But they don't behave like true Christians. They don't behave like true Muslims. So one of the major challenges we face in this country is this gap between what I call private morality.
All this religion cover up.
Public morality. Everybody is very religious.
They are just using religions, but they are evil people.
Space, the most
they have sold their heart to evil.
You know, problematic in terms of conduct. And that's
just using God for guidance.
Yes, the last question.
Okay, let me just play you this one. Let me play you this one. Is Kenneth Okonkwo speaking? Okay, let's hear from him. Mr. Kenneth Okonkwo.
Nigeria does not have problem of ethnicity or religion. Nigeria is a very welcoming country. Nigeria is hospitable. We went to the north, we went to the east, we went to the south, we went to the west. And everywhere my principal landed, he was welcomed.
Wow.
By the people, by the rulers, by everybody. All these are fault lines. They are simply the manipulation of the elites to divide the people so that their dishonest and incompetent leadership will be difficult to uproot. Because when you operate on divide and rule, the people will find it difficult to ever unionize and organize to remove them. So I discovered a lot of positive vibes moving around Nigeria. The next thing I discovered is that every Nigerian wants solution to Nigerian problem. Muslims, Christians, North, South, they go to the same market. They face the same problems. Why is it that when it comes to the issue of leadership, they now want to make a difference between us? The price of bread affects the Muslims, affects the Christians, affects everybody. Look at in Nigeria today, the affliction that APC has inflicted on us. For the first time in my life, people are using their own currency to buy their own currency. After desecrating Naira relative to the dollars and the pounds, APC government went ahead to desecrate Naira relative to Naira. They say they want to redesign Naira. And look at what happened. Their own policy. It is still their party that went to court after the people have suffered and was accepting it as a good policy if it will cure corruption.
Yes.
It was still APC that went to court to sabotage it and destroy it. Why? To give them the opportunity to manipulate the election in such a crazy and untoward manner. And that was exactly what they did. You can see the chaos. Now, that chaosity affected everybody.
Sorry, yeah.
Fuel scarcity. Go to the line. You see Christians, you see Muslims, you see Northerners, you see Southerners. So I discovered when we were going around that the problem affects everybody. I discovered that Nigerians want a genuine salvation from these problems because nobody enjoys suffering. I now discovered that they were genuinely looking for a new set of leaders and leadership. And that was why they welcomed us. And they proved it. When the election came, they voted for us massively. North, south, east, west. We, as a political party, were the only party that got 25% in the whole 6 geopolitical zones, including FCT. If they had allowed our result, we would have won more states than any other party. You know what happened in Rivers? I want to bring the Rivers issue because that one is very, very clear. Because even in their IRF portal, with all the manipulation, everybody saw how they shifted our 80,000 votes and turned it to 3,000. And shifted their 12,000 votes and turned it to 80,000. So the issue here is that we won this election fair and square. That is why the INEC today, under Professor Mahmoud, has entered the Guinness Book of Record. It's the first organization that announced a result. And our party went to them, PDP went to them. Can you give us the result you announced? They said they don't have it. You announced the result.
Just imagine.
And you told people you don't have the result. We had to go to court
They'll kill you.
to get a court order. Yet they cannot produce the result.
They certified 3 copies of the result.
Sure, you know why?
Oh my God, this Nigeria go kill me. Nigeria election.
They don't have it.
You announce result. And where is the result you announce? You say you don't have it. Are you stupid or something?
Suit their fabricated result. Because you cannot give what you don't have.
Are you stupid or something? So
announcing the result.
Python don't swallow the result.
The law is very clear in section 62, 2 and 3. That
Oh my
before
belly,
you
my
collect
belly. And I go go kill somebody here.
National
All these Doro people.
of election results. We are
Fake people on
as
earth.
the result is coming, pulling unit by unit, it is going in there
Fake animal
automatically.
people. They are just
So
covering
you have
with
it by your side.
human skin.
Before you collate and announce. Because the law says when they give you any collated result, you must subject, you must verify, you must confirm the correctness and consistency of that result given to you with the one that is in the electronic register. Must. And I'm talking about section 64, so section 4 and 5. Before you collate and announce, you must subject it. They didn't have it. They pointed out to Mahmoud, sir, you're supposed to have this. As a matter of fact, you're supposed to be displaying it for everybody to be seeing, to be comparing. He said no, he would go on. And after that, he will review. He said he will go on. If you don't like it, go to court.
Isn't that the reason why the
Just
judge...
just to conclude, he never reviewed. Because when he was saying he would review, he didn't have intention to review. He just wanted to bulldoze, to announce, and then run away. That's what he did. He announced and ran away.
You run away, man.
To go to court to get an order to vary.
You collecting the result, and where is the result? You say
that you give us the result.
you don't have it.
Now
Now,
you
wow.
have to go to court to vary the order for court to give him the power to tamper with the village. So the village was tampered before he could tell you he has given you the CTC. So you will know the result that he's giving you after the beavers have been tampered. But the question is, for 14 days, he was not able to give us result. But when he got the varying order to tamper with the visas, 3 days, they have finished reconfiguring. So what you don't have.
Sorry, guys. We just have a disturbance here.
So what you don't have, you can do within 3 days. What you claim you have for 14 days, you cannot produce it.
You know, when we talk about the reconfiguration of beavers, one of the questions I would want to ask is, do you think it makes any sense that INEC started a process, knew that there's going to be 2 weeks in between, and they failed to build in the period of reconfiguration, bearing in mind that obviously you need to have these documents and data stored somewhere before you even talk about that reconfiguration? Did Labour Party need to go to court before you even get to that point?
They don't even need to build a second. Because I had just told you that the law is that before you even collate and announce, you already have the result. As a matter of fact, the law is that the CTC would have already been ready before you even announce.
Abi?
That's the law. Section 62, subsection 2, and subsection 3 of the Electoral Act. Now, the issue is that it ought to be ready before you announce. But if nobody demanded it before you announce, you are not under any obligation to give the CTC. Why? The IRF portal is there for everybody to view the result, even before you announce it. This was not done. So there was no need to build any day for reconfiguration. Because you're talking about 2 weeks gap. Good. If you announce the result today, the presumption by law is that you already have the CTC waiting.
Yeah.
That's the law. From section 60 of the Electoral Act to 65. Just read it.
Now rigging.
60 talked about counting and announcing.
Rigging and scamming.
It talked
All
about
these scammers.
sending the result from the polling unit
God don't cash you
to
now.
the beavers. INEC, IREV, portal, and the back end or wherever
Nigeria is a laughing stock.
where they transmit the result. That's
Nigeria.
60. Then 62 is saying
You will sit down at home and you will win the election.
Of election result.
You will not campaign, you will win the election straight up.
Don't collate, don't announce.
Because they don't orchestrate everything, planning.
You compare. And he said when you compare
Plan
and there is a
everything.
discrepancy, it is the one that is electronically generated you will use.
Who is fooling who?
Now in this case there was no electronically generated.
Who is fooling who? In this time of century.
And you know what the law says? It said
Shame on Buhari.
whoever
Shege.
does not obey this law.
Are you
Shame on
saying
Buhari,
that,
the leader of corruption.
intents and purposes that Mahmoud,
Buhari is a leader of corruption.
has committed a criminal act?
Criminal, perjury.
By the law. As long as he did not follow the law. And he has come out to say there were flaws. And if the law say you did not follow this procedure, you have committed a crime, then you have committed a crime.
Yeah.
Now, the people that were there made one mistake. You don't allow any Nigerian citizen to be committing crime in front of you.
Yeah.
What you do is to arrest the person and hand the person over to the police. So what Nigerians would have done there
It's
by
like
section
arresting.
39 and section 40 of the Police Act, which gives every Nigerian citizen the right to arrest anybody that is committing crime in his presence. What they would have done is to arrest him and hand him over to the police. You don't allow any public officer to be committing crime and telling you to go to court. No public officer has the right to ever mention that.
Yeah.
It is blasphemous.
Exactly.
What a public officer is expected to do is to do his work in accordance with the law. And if you question him, he's under a duty to produce the law to you and read it and then tell.
Sorry, guys.
To produce the law to you and read it and then tell you this is what I am doing. Then if it is not in order, you tell him, sir, you are breaking the law, stop. And if he doesn't stop, then you have the right
To arrest him.
to arrest him and hand him over to the police.
Exactly. Simple as ABC.
So what they would have done,
But in Nigeria,
at that point that Professor Mahmoud was doing something against the law, which the
Yeah.
law has said is a crime, they
Committing
ought to
crime.
have arrested him and handed him
on
over.
broad daylight.
They don't need warrants. That's what the law says. So this will be the last time in Nigeria any public officer will be committing crime in front of Nigerians and then be daring Nigerians to go to court. No. Nigerians should arrest the person and hand the person over to the police.
We have, in the last election, doing an analysis of what happened, there appeared to be a deliberate plan to incite ethnic division between the Igbos and the Yorubas. You know, and this was a deliberate attempt, many people would argue. What's your view regarding that?
As a matter of fact, it's not ethnic division, like I said. Because the order given was that if you are not going to vote for APC, don't come out.
Yes.
That's the order. Whether you're Yoruba, whether you're Shekiri, whether you're
It's only for the party.
you're not voting for APC, don't come out. The thugs, they were there to harass you, to suppress you, and to forcefully take you out. So it is not a case of Yoruba against Igbo. No.
And the Nigeria president is saw this, is hearing this.
And they say you will not vote because you look like Igbo.
And he's saying that he's insisting, say it's a credible and fairness
I want
election.
you to understand this and put it in context. Why everybody should run away from
Where is the fairness?
such dishonest leaders. They are interested in power and money. They can kill you if you're Yoruba and you want to vote against APC. And they did it. Now, if you want to understand the danger in rearing or riding a tiger, look at what is happening in Rivers State. In the presidential election,
Wike.
the machinery of rigging in Rivers State was used to rig Labour Party and rig for APC. And they were happy. Oh, this machinery is so wonderful. When it came to the gubernatorial level, the same machinery was used to rig against APC, purportedly, rig against every other party, and rig for the government in power. Now, the machinery of that rigging even went forward after the election to arrest all the APC lawyers and collected all their petition and took them away. And the APC National, they dare not do PIM because the machinery of rigging will tell the whole world that it is the same machinery I used to rig for you in the presidency. This is why we must run away from dishonesty and deceit. Because what goes around comes around.
Yeah.
Exactly what APC is shouting now. APC Rivers State is exactly what Labour was shouting. I'm surprised that the APC Rivers State did not side Labour. APC Rivers State said, for 2 weeks, we are going to ask for the CTC. Nobody gave us. Recall what Labour was saying.
There's no record there.
APC Rivers State, they were saying there was no election. That
There's
they
no
carried
record there at all.
the ballot boxes and ballot papers and the result sheet and went and they wrote what they wanted. That was what they did to Labour in the presidential. And today the APC National, with all the willing of the APC River State, they cannot do PIM. What goes round comes round.
What goes round comes back around. That is the word for it.
Round. Whatever you sow, you reap.
That is the real
It has
right
not
word
started, though.
for it.
Because you can see how the religious crisis which APC is trying to foist in Nigeria, you can see how it is even bringing problem amongst them. The people that want to be Senate president in APC now, lobbying, the campaign they are using is that they are no longer in support of Muslim tickets. So APC must this time around choose a Christian who is the Senate president. When we were saying it, we were saying we are playing religious sentiment. What goes round comes round. Truth is the only thing that brings solutions.
Exactly.
APC has become an affliction against this country. And may the affliction not rise again the second time.
Okay, that is it.
As I declare you so, Kenneth Okonkwo don't bust out again. Una no Kenneth Okonkwo now once you see Kenneth.
Thank you. Thank you for the information. So that is it, my people. We'll stop right here. So tomorrow, by the grace of Almighty God, we will come back and continue the program. So we do program almost every day. On Friday, we're actually doing our giveaway money program. So be participated and let's hear from you your opinion. Your opinion is very important on how it's going on in Nigeria. Nigeria yagajaga, Nigeria katakata, Nigeria wowu, Nigeria leaders. They are our problem. Let's say the fact. Let's call a space. They are our problem. They are our typical problem. If you don't get rid of them, the problem will still continue. The problem will still arising because they don't know what they are doing. They are dumb and deaf. They don't want to listen to it. Look at what your leader is saying. This your president saying the election conducted on February 25th, 2023 was credible and fair. Where does he grab that English from? Who teach him that English? That useless nonsense English. Because he doesn't know what he's saying. He doesn't know. It's not on this planet with us. It's an alien. The man is an alien, you know. He's deaf and dumb. He doesn't see. He doesn't hear nothing. He was only reacting on what they are telling him, what they concocted and he brought to his table. Yeah? Which TV is he watching? Yeah? Which channel TV is he watching? Which program is he watching? So let's ask him. Because when we see him, when they are stabbing people, they are killing people on election day, snatching ballot. Is he not hearing all those atrocity? And now he is coming and saying that is credible. Eh? Does he even know what he's saying at all? Or does he even know what the credible mean? The fear, the fairness. Does he even know? So that is it. They are our enemy. And they need to go. It is time for youth. This is our right time for youth to take over. So don't let us be slack. Don't let us back down. We continue the struggling until we achieve our purpose. Our mandate is very important. Our purpose in life. So don't let them jeopardize your life. Don't let them play with your life. Your life is meaningful to you and me. So thank you. Thank you so much. I love you all. Have a good weekend. Thank you. God bless you all and God be with you. Amen.